everyone, it's Meg, and today I am going to be sharing with you guys my TBR for the Gilmore Girls Readathon. If you did not know, there is a readathon that is happening in October, which is called the Gilmore Girls Readathon, which was created by Liv's Library, Pastel Pages and Mackenzie Lane, and I'm going to be taking part, which is so exciting. I love the Gilmore Girls. It's been a little while since I've watched it, but I remember loving it and I love the characters, the story. It's so heartwarming and so many people loved it. So these creators decided to create a readathon based around the show, which I think is absolutely awesome. So this readathon is taking place for 2 weeks from October 1st till October 15th, and there are two ways that you can take part in this readathon. The first is to complete 7 challenges, and the second is to read some books from the Rory Gilmore reading list, which I will link down below, as well as all the other information for this readathon. For me, I'm going to try and keep this readathon rather chill and kind of open, because I have quite a few books for this challenge and I'm not going to get to all of them, so I just kind of want to be flexible and see what happens. So mainly for my TBR, I'm going to be taking part in these 7 challenges, and there is also a group book, which is Lauren Graham, who is Lorelai, is her autobiography, I guess, and I really wanted to listen to the audiobook, but unfortunately it's not available in my country on Scribd, which is really sad, so I won't be doing that. But I will be trying my best to complete all 7 challenges, and these are all the books that I am going to share with you guys today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Like I said, there are 7 challenges in this readathon, and they are based on the characters and certain aspects of the TV show. So the first book that I have on my TBR is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Azevedo. This book covers 3 challenges. It covers the challenge for read a book with a school setting, which is in honour of Yale and Chiltern, which Rory went to. And I know that our main character goes to culinary school, I believe, so I thought that is an interesting twist on it. I thought that would be very interesting. Also covers the challenge for read a book with a mother and daughter relationship, in honour of obviously the best mother and daughter relationship, which is Rory and Lorelai. And I know our main character is a teen mum, which is something that I've never read about before, even though the child is a lot younger. And this is also about the relationship between our main character and her abuela, and I know that's kind of twisting it slightly, but I'm going with it because I want to try and keep books and link books to as many challenges as possible, so then I don't have to read as many books, because trying to read loads of books in 2 weeks is not going to happen for me. And this also covers the challenge for read a book with food on the cover or with food in the title, which is obviously in honour of Luke's Cafe and also Suki. And obviously this has oranges and mangoes on the front, and obviously it is about a girl going to culinary school, so I thought that would be awesome. And this is one of my most anticipated releases for the year, so this is definitely going to be one of the ones that I get to first, and I cannot wait. The next challenge is to read any cosy book that is set in fall or winter in honour of Stars Hollow and Lorelai's love for snow. And for this I have decided to go for Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks. This is a graphic novel. I feel like it is the epitome of autumn or fall, whichever you prefer to call it, because it is set around Halloween on a pumpkin patch. And this is a relatively new release. I only picked this up last week, so it was obviously fate that I had to do this readathon because I have 2 amazing books for it. But it's a graphic novel, and it's like a romance apparently, and it just seems really cute and cozy, and I love graphic novels in general, and they're also great for readathons because it feels like you're actually reading more, and they still count, okay? They definitely still count. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I feel like it's just going to be a really cute, cozy, autumnal vibes. Just everything is going to be on point. The next challenge is to read a book with a complicated love interest, and this is in honour of the Dean, Rory, Jess triangle, I guess you could say. And for this I've chosen The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I don't know much about this book, but from what I read of the synopsis on Goodreads, it seems that there is a bit of a love triangle going on in here from what I gather, so I am counting it as a challenge. Hopefully I am right. I think I do have the audiobook for this on Scribd, and I don't have an audiobook really apart from this, but I want to read this physically because I read Jandy Nelson's other book, I'll Give You the Sun. I listened to that on audiobook and I wasn't a massive fan. But we'll just see what happens. We'll see which I go for. I might go in between the two, but obviously I do definitely need an audiobook, so then obviously I can do all the listening and reading and get those challenges completed even when I'm not able to read. The next challenge is to read a book which is written by an Asian author or has Asian representation, which is in honour of our favourite best friend Lane. And for that I've chosen The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jen Wang. So obviously for this challenge our author is Asian, and I have been meaning to read this graphic novel forever. It just seems so wonderful. I've heard nothing but good things, and I feel like it would just be so freaking adorable, so I cannot wait to dive into it. And yeah, it's just going to be great. It's going to be all the feels. And the last challenge is to read a book in a series that you have been meaning to finish, which is in honour of A Year in the Life. And for this challenge I have choices. So I have quite a few. I'm bending it slightly because I don't read series very often. I find it quite hard to find a series that I enjoy or one that I want to stick to. So I've got a few options. Don't know how well this is going to go, but you know, I'm going to show you my options. Might not even choose all of them, but we're going to find out. So most of these books that I'm going to show you are actually the first book in series. Some of them are rereads, and I know I'm twisting it by doing the first book in a series, but for the fact that I only have one series that I need to finish at the moment, like, I need my choices. So one option is to read To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, and technically this could classify for the one with an Asian main character or an Asian author. And if I did this, I would do it on audiobook, because then I have an audiobook and I do really enjoy them. And the second one is also a reread, and that is I Tell You I Love You But Then I'd Have to Kill You by Ali Carter, which is the first book in the Gallagher Girls series. And this, like I said, this is also a reread, and I've been meaning to reread this series for ages, so this is another option. My third option is Am I Normal Yet by Holly Bourne, which is the first book in the Spinster trilogy, and this is a series that I have not read before, but I would definitely like to start, and I'm not sure if I would end up finishing it because it's over 400 pages, but I'm going to have it as an option and we will see how it goes. And I guess the only book that kind of properly counts for this challenge is the next book in a trilogy, which is Legendary by Stephanie Garber, which is the second book in the Caraval trilogy. And I have left this trilogy for quite a while. I have not read Caraval since, I've read Caraval when it came out in like 2017, I think, something like that. And I've never got back to the series, but I've got the second and third book now. So I might try. Like, fantasy isn't my massive genre, but I did enjoy this series, so we will see what happens. But yeah, I may not even get to any of these books, like, we never know, I might choose something totally different, but you know, we're just gonna roll with it and just see what happens. So there you have it, guys. Those are all the books that I am hoping to get to during the Gilmore Girl readathon. I am so ridiculously excited for this readathon. I cannot wait. It's just going to be awesome, and I've never taken part in a readathon that lasts more than a week, so yeah, that's just going to be cool. That's going to be even more reading time, and hopefully I can get some of these books off my TBR, because that would be great. For this readathon, I am planning on doing weekly vlogs. I'm definitely not going to do daily ones for 2 weeks because that is far too much work. But I will do weekly vlogs, so you can expect 2 Gilmore Girl readathon weekly vlogs from me during the readathon. And I'm just really, really excited to be taking part. It's going to be so much fun. and yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. Let me know in the comments if you are going to be taking part in the Gilmore Girls readathon. I would love to know, and tell me what you are planning on reading. Are you going to do the 7 challenges? Are you going to read from Rory's reading list? Or are you going to maybe do a bit of both? Let me know, because I would love to know. I will also leave all of the information for the readathon in the description down below for you guys, including the Twitter page, as well as all the hosts' YouTube channels and Instagrams and the Rory Gilmore reading list. Everything that you need to know will be in the description box. If you like this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more bookish videos from me, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. As always, I will leave the links to my social media along with the links to my Goodreads and my blog in the description down below for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!